At the ball, my maid didn't push away the girl who threw herself into his arms. Because she was his fated mate, I turned and ran from the scene. But he found me and swore he would never leave me. Yet later that night, I woke up and saw Liam standing on the balcony with her, laughing and talking like they belonged together. That's when I knew I had lost him. The next morning, Liam tried to explain why he hadn't slept in our bed with me. She couldn't sleep because she was homesick. I couldn't just leave her like that. It does her. Liam, she's your mate, I murmured, brushing off the sharp sting in my chest. He sighed, cupping my face as he kissed my forehead. You promised to stay with me forever. Clara, don't forget that, he said softly, and I nodded, forcing a smile. But things just kept spiraling. Liam started spending all his time with her. Dinners became unbearable as they shared private jokes and laughter, barely acknowledging my presence. Eventually, he moved into another room. Her room. I was a shadow in the house now, tolerated only because Liam's Aunt Amelia insisted on including me in dinners. Without her, I might have vanished altogether. One night, I steeled myself for another unbearable dinner. As I reached the dining room, I heard Liam laughing. Isn't she amazing, Mother? He said. She's delightful. His mother replied warmly. Thank you, Luna Grace, Veronica said in her syrupy tone. Oh, Palmy Mother, you're practically my daughter-in-law already. I stepped inside, my stomach twisting when I saw Veronica in my seat beside Liam. The room went silent. Only Amelia's welcoming smile broke the tension. Come sit here, dear, she said, gesturing for me to join her. I sat, forcing a polite smile. Clara, right? Veronica began sweetly. I've heard so much about you. It's Clara. And that's good. I can't say the same about you, I replied curtly, taking a bite of my food. Her saccharine smile faltered, but she recovered quickly. Not long after, she declared, I'm not hungry anymore. Left. Liam jumped up immediately to follow her. Are you okay? He asked her softly, loud enough for me to hear. My chest ached at how openly he cared for her. Yes, just tired. Can you escort me to my room? She asked, her voice dripping with fake vulnerability. Then she turned to me. That is, if it's okay with Clara? I swallowed the lump in my throat. It doesn't matter. You're his mate. I excused myself and fled the room, my hands trembling. Back in my room, I let the tears fall. Liam didn't care for me anymore. And this place, once a sanctuary of our love, now felt cold and empty. I couldn't stay here. I needed to leave. As I started packing, there was a knock. Can I come in, dear? Amelia's voice called. I wiped my face hastily. Yes, please, I replied. She stepped in, her kind eyes full of concern. You've been through so much, haven't you? She said gently. I nodded, unable to speak. Well, if you ask me, Veronica is fake. Everyone's so charmed by her, but I see right through it, she muttered, wrinkling her nose in disgust. I smiled weakly. It doesn't matter. She's his fated mate. No one can break that bond. Not even me, a chosen mate, I said softly. Amelia reached into her purse and pulled out an invitation. There's a major function in 2 days. Alphas, betas, gammas, even the Alpha King and his son will be there. Come with me. It's time you moved, dear. Who knows? Maybe you'll meet a hot alpha who'll treat you right. I chuckled at her words. Liam, I teased, raising an eyebrow. Don't care if he's my nephew. I'm not in support of this nonsense. She huffed. We chatted a bit more before she left, but I had already decided I wouldn't go. I'd leave the pack instead, quietly. But then Liam walked in that night, smiling as if nothing was wrong. My love, I've missed you, he said, leaning in for a kiss.